So guys, today I'm just gonna move spots a bit because I feel like I was always filming in my room and my studio is almost done, so the basement is like under renovation right now, so I think I'll just like go downstairs for today. So let's go. This is my piano. And it's so dark, but we're gonna go now. So this is my basement, which is my future studio. I still have like all these tools, but the floors are done, so I'm really super excited. There's like a fake window there that will be a real window soon. Okay, so this is going to be my live room, which is like soundproof, so if you close this door that will be there soon, no one will hear you. So today, what was I gonna talk about? Vocals. Yeah. So today I will really focus on one thing about vocals because it's one thing that really is like I'm going to talk about this one thing in vocals today because this is the one thing that is really underrated these days because of all these like gear talks and which microphones, because it's all really affordable now with interfaces, computers, that people are really just focusing on the technical parts. And of course, mixing, recording well can have so much impact. Like we can even auto-tune these days. We can make sure all the rhythms are correctly sung and everything. So yes, mixing is very good. It can bring out certain frequencies to make you sound better, to take out things that just make you sound worse. There's so many things you can do. But there's one thing that really you can't do in the mix is energy. Because energy is one thing we'll never find in the mix. We can't just get something that doesn't exist. Energy we can only get from the singer itself and the microphone that records it. So what is energy? Take this one example about a very powerful singer. Think of any powerful singer. Like, if I can think of one, it's Beyonce. Now, let's say Beyonce sang a killer part that's like really high and so much power, and we recorded that one very powerful part and we took down the volume, right? If we turn down the volume on Beyonce's voice, no matter how low we put the volume, no matter how much we take the gain down, she still sounds powerful. So that goes to tell you that energy has nothing to do with volume. Same thing goes as if you want a part that is very low and quiet sounding, almost you're whispering, you are crying maybe, parts that are very emotional. No matter how much we raise that gain or volume, it's still going to sound sad. No matter how loud it is, it's still going to sound sad. And this is a very important point that you really have to consider when you are recording yourself or re-recording anywhere. This is one thing we really forget these days. Energy. And one tip that helps you achieve this, it's like kind of like a cheat, is your headphone mix. Because headphone mix are also underrated in the world of recording. If you have a headphone mix that has your voice too loud, you are almost guaranteed to sing softly. Like you are guaranteed to back off your voice a bit because you just sound too loud and you don't sound like you're fitting into the instrumentals behind you. So even if you were to like really blast your sound, like you wanted a very powerful sound in this part of the song, if your headphone mix is not helping you get there, it's going to be very hard to keep your voice very powerful. Same goes the other way around. If you want a softer part, but your instrumentals are way too loud, so you are just screaming just to get your voice heard in your own mix, maybe that might be exaggerating, but still, it's just not going to work. Okay? And that is really what I wanted to point out today, guys. I just really wanted you to know that this one thing called energy is one thing we can't really achieve in the mix, no matter how professional the mixing engineer is, no matter how much we get there in technology. I am a believer that we'll never be able to reach energy in samples or in the mixing software computer world, because it's really what makes us human, and I believe it's what makes singers proud of what they do. What differentiates singers from other singers, good singers, bad singers, is really about the energy and their tone of their voice. And that's one thing we really can achieve in the computer world. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It was just really the one thing I just wanted to talk about because of all these gear talks that we're having today. Because I love gear as well, it's really hard to just really focus on gear, talk about that all you want. But I just really wanted to talk more about the musical sense again. So if you like this video, give it a like or subscribe. Yeah, thank you.